Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Matsobani, and this channel is about finance, basically finance studies and financial advices, then the career advices, then the lifestyle, and um, motherhood. So this is part 2 of the video that I did about how I found out that I was pregnant with monochorionic twins. So in this video, I'm basically just going to be sharing costs associated with um, monochorionic pregnancy in South Africa. So like how much you can expect to spend if you find out that you are expecting identical twins who share a placenta but each have their own um, amniotic sex. So with my medical aid, let me just start with by saying that with my medical aid which I'm using, which is MedShield, they only cover 6 prenatal consultation with a gynecologist. So as you can imagine, that is already not enough for the duration of pregnancy. So some of the pregnancies you have to pay cash, some of the consultation you have to pay cash. So let's start with the fact that you have to see a fetal medicine specialist in the first trimester, so for them to basically diagnose whether you're having a mono or monochorionic twins. So for the first consultation that we had, we paid around 5,700 rands, and can imagine that was like unplanned costs. So with our gynecologist as well, the rate is quite high. I think probably because of the area, or I don't know why, because he charges above the medical aid rate. So we'd usually always pay 800 above what the medical aid pays. Uh, Pay 800 above what the medical aid rates are. So already you can see 5.7 plus 800, how much is that? Is 6.5, right? And then the doctor said that she would like to see us every 2 weeks after 16 weeks. So from 16 weeks, as you can imagine, the rate is no longer the same. And also remember that the rate for twin pregnancies, triplets, or if you're having 4 kids, it's not the same because they charge per child, right? So for twins, basically those are the costs that I mentioned. So the second consultation in the second trimester would not be the same because like it's like a follow-up. So the rate was, I think, 4.6, but because we ended up having to change a fetal medicine specialist, because when we consulted, the doctor had said that you're not allowed to use your phone, right? And also she also does not like give you the hard copies of the ultrasound picture. She would send them to you via email, and then she will also have to write a report to your gynecologist, like your primary doctor for your pregnancy that you see once a month. And then she also had suggested that we asked if you want to do an NIPT test, and we said yes, we'll do it. She said she will book it, and then the people that she books it with, they will call us. They never called us. A week went by, we never received those ultrasound pictures or the report either. I called her office, her receptionist said that she'll call me back, never called me back, by the way. I called again the other day and was like, oh, are you who and who? I'm like, I'm not that person. I'm like, I'm this person. It's like, oh, can I call you back by the end of the day? I'm like, okay. I mean, that already tells me there's a lot of people that she promised to call back and never did. And then she never called me back. The third time I called, told me that the doctor is still writing a report. I mean, it takes 2 weeks for you to write a report, but you want us to see you every 2 weeks. So meaning that by the time we come back for the second consultation of a month, you'll still be writing the report for the previous month. I mean, who wants to experience something like that? So then I basically said that the doctor will call me back. The doctor never called me back. Week 3, finally she sends those ultrasound pictures. That is like the week that we are going to see our gynecologist. Now we're going to see our babies in like a more improved picture of them, because now they are older. And yeah, but then we're only receiving pictures of like 3 weeks back now. Then she sent that report. Those people she said will call us never called us back. Went to consult, talked to a gynecologist about that report that he received, and then we're like, yeah, no, this doctor is not the one. We asked him to order that test. He ordered the test, and where we did the test, they said that you don't pay right away, that you have to pay, I guess, later. Then they took the blood test. A week went by, another week went by. Then I received an email saying that they are following up, or an invoice followed up by a follow-up email saying that they have not done the test. They're waiting for the payment. Like, based on what people are saying online, experiences of NIP test of other moms online, they would say that the test has to happen within a certain period of time. That period has passed, so they've been sitting there with our blood, not calling, not doing anything, because they have not received the payment. Instead of, they could have sent an email with they could have sent an email long time ago after doing the blood test with an invoice with payment details, but they waited that long. I'm like, I can't trust the integrity of that blood that you have at this date. Even if the results comes out negative and positive, how do I know that that's like not a false positive or false negative, because you took so much to do the test? They're like, no, we stored the blood in like some. I'm like, no. And we ended up like not opting to do the test anyway, because it's not like there were no soft markers for Down syndrome or anything of that nature anyway, when we were doing the that thorough ultrasound test with the fetal medicine specialist. Then we had to find a second fetal medicine specialist, who said that she only sees people from in second trimester from 20 weeks going upwards. Then it kind of raises a question like, why did that other doctor wants to see us every 2 weeks after the 16th week of pregnancy? I mean, was it to milk us? Why don't these doctors do things the same if they're both fetal medicine specialists? And then we went for the consultation, which was like amazing. That doctor is the best. If you are in the same area and you want like me to recommend or tell you the name of the doctor, you can just say that in the comment section. I'll mention the doctor's details. She was amazing. She's like perfect. We went and consulted. We came feeling like great, definitely willing to see her again, and we spent 5.1 on that consultation. So depending on whether the doctor will want to see you again, and also, like I mentioned, I'm currently on 22 weeks of pregnancy. I may have to have like more consultations with the fetal medicine specialist, depending on what my gynecologist see, if the kids are not growing the way they're supposed to, because the fetal medicine specialist says that she does not think that those complications would happen, because she's usually able to predict those earlier on, within the even as early as the first trimester, between week 11 and 13. She can already tell that you need to perform this procedure. So with our twins, she said that they were growing fine. There's nothing concerning about their growth. There were like no soft markers for Down syndrome, or like I don't know what they call that feed, like they had all the body parts, like basically everything was just fine with them and wished us well. But if it happens that we need to see her again, then we definitely do. So, and yeah, as I'm speaking to you, then with the gynecologist cost, because I think you pay around 2.2 for your first WM consult. If you're paying cash, 2.2 for the first consultation and 1.7 for the follow-up consultation. So going forward for the remaining consultations, so like now the second consultation, I mean the coming consultation with the gynecologist will be on week 24, so that will be like 1.7 cash, because the consultation on the medical aid, I mean they're already finished. You can imagine with all those ups and downs. So we'll be paying that 1.7 again, 1.7 on week 28, another 1.7 week 32. But then again, the fetal medicine specialist mentioned that towards a month or two before the delivery of the baby, we may have to see the gynecologist every other week, for the gynecologist to monitor the length of the cervix, since I once had a cervical cone biopsy. So that would be even more cost, but at least we know what we are working with. Like we'll be prepared financially, compared to like it being a surprise at just one point like that. So I hope you guys do found this video to be very useful, and prepare better for pregnancy. Or if you're currently pregnant with mono twins, mono twins, then yeah, you, if you've only just been diagnosed, then you know the kind of cost that you're likely to be spending on a monthly basis until you give birth. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on another video. Bye.